Alright guys, welcome. Today I'm showing y'all just the basics on how to fish a Texas rigged senko. You can see I have like a Zoom Magnum trick worm, green pumpkin with a 1/8 ounce bullet weight right there. And then I have a 4-aught EWG hook. You can fish these weighted or weightless. I'm fishing it weighted because I'm in a little bit of a deeper water, but weightless works great as well. Alright guys, today I'm using a Shimano SLX DC with a Fenwick Eagle rod. If you want to learn how to use a bait casting reel, I posted a video. It's a video before this on my YouTube channel. It's short and quick, but it teaches you the basics of fishing with a bait caster and how to cast it without getting backlashed. I'm just doing a couple videos on, basics, how to fish some lures, and want to help y'all out a little bit. I'm not the greatest fisherman myself, but I feel like you can get better from teaching people, and one of the main reasons I'm even on here is to help people get better. So without further ado, let's get started. So the senko is the senko Texas rig, soft plastic. They're called multiple things. If you hear stick bait, senko, soft plastic, there's a lot of brands. Trick worm, it's normally talking about a worm style bait like this, and it's normally Texas rigged or wacky rigged, but today we're talking about the Texas rig. So the main thing for a Texas rig, cast it out, is you're gonna wanna let it sink down to the bottom. I like to have my finger right here, right under the line. You can only really do this with a bait caster because of the spinning reel, it gets in the way. And the first thing a lot of people will tell you when showing you how to fish one of these is let it sink all the way to the bottom. Now, that's true, but I don't really like how people say that because they just expect people to know how to let it sink all the way to the bottom. So my favorite thing to do, because it is hard to detect the second it hits the ground, my favorite thing to do is just pull out some line. If it pulls out and it slacks like this, it's probably at the bottom. It's already sank. And it'll sink a lot faster if you're fishing a weighted Texas rig, of course, because it's weighted. So if you cast it out immediately and then immediately pull some out, see how it stays straight like that? Still staying straight. Pull some more out, it's slack now. Pull some more out, it's slack now. That means after about 2 pulls, it got all the way to the bottom. Once it's slacked, you can, surely know that it's at the bottom and it stopped sinking. The next thing you want to do is you want to reel in your slack. Let it sit for a second. Just reel in your slack to where your rod is pointed up and the line is coming out of the water at a firm rate with your rod pointed up. It's just kind of a firm line. Then all you're going to want to do is just 1 or 2 little taps, reel in the slack, let it sink down and sit for another 5 seconds. Weightless will be a lot slower. Weightless, you might want to do it for 10 seconds, right? 1, 2. You can do just 1. You can do 1, 2, 3. Change up the pops. Don't do it the same each time or the fish are going to catch on to that pretty quickly. Reel in your slack. Maybe we'll go 1, and then we'll go delayed, 2, 3, like that. And then we'll go a little quicker since it's weighted. We'll go 1. Just pop it again. Let it sink all the way to the bottom. And basically, you're just doing this all the way to when the senko gets back to shore or to your dock, wherever you're fishing your boat, whatever, right? So, cast it out, right? Let it sink. We're pulling out line, it's slacked. We know it's there. Let's go ahead and reel in our slack. Let it sit for a second. Pop, pop, reel in the slack, let it sit. It will go pop, delayed pop, 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 right? So that's 3, just with a delay after the first pop. Maybe we'll go pop, big one, let it go down. Maybe we'll drag it a little bit. Drag, that's another way you can fish it, is just slowly dragging it. That's a lot better for shaky heads, which, let me know in the comments what other lures or rigs y'all want me to go over, and I'll help y'all with those. So, cast it out. We're peeling the line out. Peeling the line. It's still going. Now it's slacked like that. You can see it's slacked. It's curly. It's not firm and straight. Let it sit on the bottom. I like to keep my finger under here just to try and help detect bites. Pop, pop, reel in, let it sit. And that's really kind of the gist of it. Pop, delayed pop, 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 right? Like that. So you can drag for a second and then pop, right? You can switch it up. Don't always just do the same pop, pop, reel in, pause, pop, pop, reel in, pause, pop, pop, right? That's not you know, that will get you fish, but after a while, if you're fishing the same spot, maybe you've caught 1 or 2 fish already, you know, that's gonna become more easy to catch on, you know, from the fish's eyes, because they're just seeing it do the same thing. It's not that you can't catch fish doing that, but it might be a little bit less efficient. All right, let's talk about where to throw them. Weighted, which is with this bullet weight on top right here. This is a 1/8 ounce. They come in all different sizes, 1/16, 1/8. 1/8 I feel like is decent for water, maybe 6 to 11 feet, probably anywhere in that range. I use 1/8 most of the time because I don't fish crazy deep water, right? But obviously, just take the rule of thumb: the deeper the water, the bigger the weight. Now let's talk about weightless versus weighted. Weightless, really, you're just gonna want to fish weightless maybe 6 feet or less. And remember, with weightless, you're gonna let it sink, you know, a lot slower. You're just doing stuff in like 0.5 speed with weightless, right? I'd say the best all around worm size. This is a Magnum trick worm from Zoom. These are pretty long. But the best, I'd say, all around and most popular size for Senkos is a 5-inch stick bait, probably from Gary Yamamoto. There. Missed him. Dang it. Oh, crap. Messed up my worm. Hold up, guys. And I just made a little bit of an early hook set, which is okay. That's another thing you have to get used to. It happens to a lot of people, you know, a lot of times, especially with bigger worms like this. You know, with the 5-inch, the reason they're so good is because most fish will pick them up and, you know, one bite. They won't kind of nibble on them for a second. That's always possible, right? But with a worm, you know, this long, they might bite the tail and then bite the rest of the body. So, but yeah, guys, that is about it. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope this helped y'all just get a little bit more knowledge, you know, than you already had on how to fish the Texas rig. Drop down in the comments what other lures, or, you know, if you want to learn how to do a spinning reel, push button, I don't care. I'll do, you know, as much as I can to help y'all. And we should have some new pond videos coming out soon as well. Remember, new videos every Friday, a couple shorts a week as well, so look out for those. And we're getting a bass boat soon, maybe tomorrow, so I'll do a video with that as well. But yeah, guys, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all found something valuable from this, and I'll see y'all in the next one. God bless.